Hey guys, John Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Prime. So, here he is in his alt mode, and yeah, this is the first mainline Voyager Rise of the Beast figure that I'm reviewing. I've had this guy, I think, since about late April, but because I've had to review so many other figures, I haven't gotten around to reviewing him or Primal or Rhinox. But I'll get to them now. So, yay! But before we take a look at Prime up close here in truck mode, let's take a look at his packaging. So as you can see right here, he is pointing at us again because yes, he's got the touch, and he's gonna touch you with the touch. So you got the power. But anyway, you got Optimus Prime there, Transformers Rise of the Beast, and all this good old Leaf and ancient Machu Picchu stuff, whatever. But in the back here you got the different Predacon, Autobot, Decepticon, Maximal logos, along with different Maximals and Predacons that we all know and love, or hate in some cases, but yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. At the top here, you got, Transformers Rise of the Beast. You got lava there. So is this gonna be like Revenge of the Sith now? Or maybe not, but we'll see. Then we got leaves and stuff. You got the Autobot logo. You got the rest of the Prime right there. Transformers Authentic. And the other side, you get a different shot here at Prime. This is Voyager class. And you get this cool looking, like, Autobot logo right there. Pretty interesting. And the back, you got the product shots right there. And he has 20 steps. And he is Optimus Prime. And there's this stuff at the bottom. And that is it for the packaging. So, woohoo. We are done with that. Now, let's get to Prime himself. So this is the mainline Voyager class Optimus Prime. And despite being mainline, this figure is surprisingly really good. Not to say it doesn't have its flaws, and for me, mainly QC. Not with the structure of the figure. Like, it's a solid figure, but there's one little thing I have to show you in the robot mode that I more so had an issue with. But I'm sure you guys have all had too. But that doesn't matter right now. Let's focus on truck mode. So here it is, looking really nice. And yeah, I really like that blue clear plastic they used for the windows and stuff. That is really well done. And yeah, all the sculpting and details, that too looks nice. The red paint they used, or like both the red paint and plastic they used on this guy is also really cool. So yeah, and I think that's really clever how they did his kind of grill guard thing right here, where it's like you could tell this part is like painted in red. So like in perspective, it looks like it's like on the same level as like the rest of this, but it's not. But that's what it's supposed to do. So it kind of gives that 3D effect sort of, but it doesn't. But this is kind of clever. It's kind of clever how they worked on that. Plus, you get the little paint stuff right here. Like, they didn't have to paint like those little headlights and stuff, but they did. So another example of the Hasbro toy designers and painters going a little above where they need to. So hey, props to them. And of course, you can see his fist sticking out right back there. And yeah, and yes, he can hold a trailer because you got this thing right here. You got a little trailer port there, but it's mainly for his gun storage, which we'll take a look at in a bit. So yeah, pretty nice. And the bottom, not too shabby. And here's the back right here. Unfortunately, this isn't painted, but oh well. So yeah, really, really nice. Really like how he turned out. Because when I first saw him, it's like, okay, well, maybe he'll be an alright figure. Maybe he'll be cool, maybe not. I'm not sure. But having him in hand, he's really fun. He's really good and stuff. And yeah, you guys can already tell I really like this guy. He's not the greatest Prime I've ever held, but he's still very surprisingly good nonetheless. So yeah, now anyways, for his accessories, he only comes with his ion blaster right here, and yeah, which is of course his signature weapon. But it appears in the movie, he's gonna have his little arm cannon thing or hand cannon. So yeah, on some of the little product shots it shows him with this, but But I don't think he's actually going to have in the movie, sadly. He had in the Bumblebee movie, but I don't know about this movie, but we'll see. So yeah, then we got the details here. And yeah, really cool. So yeah, and it's all unpainted stuff. It's just black plastic, but hey, that's fine. So yeah, to store it, you put it right here. Now what's interesting is that they actually, because you got the little ammo thing right here. So what's clever is that they actually kind of mold in like a little slot so it can properly fit in here. So you're supposed to configure it like this. So, but not only does it go into the trailer port, but also goes into that slot. So now it's a lot more secure. So it doesn't like wobble around. That's really creative. I really like what they did there. That's pretty nice. Now it's all hidden stuff in a way. So, pretty cool. Really like that. So, yeah, but we'll just take that out right now. And we shall do some alt mode size comparisons. So, starting off here he is with Wheeljack. So we got that going on there. We got Pablo and Prime. And we got Cheetor and Prime. And we got Nightburger and Prime. I'm just doing some of the mainline figures I've already reviewed here. So yeah, there you guys have those comparisons. And yes, I'm going to speak in this voice from now on. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to annoy you guys with that voice, but... So yeah, now let's get right down into the transformation for this guy. So starting off, you just want to flip over the trailer port all the way to this side. So it goes onto his right foot. And then next you just want to go in here and get the panels here, the sides of the cab. Come on, there we go. And then I'll just flip around all the way to there, and then just gotta squeeze that down. And there we go. So now you got that right there. Then next you just want to, well, you want to flip in these little things right here. I to this day I don't know what these are called. I just always see those on cabs and stuff, truck cabs. It's like what are those? What are those called? Eventually I'll know what they are. I bet someone's gonna comment it. Probably not, but we shall see. So yeah, so this untabs right here, this wheel thing from these little slots here, and you want to bring this all the way up to here. There we go. And then next is flipping the wheels this way, and there you go. And after that, you just want to untab this section here from the arms. There's the tabs here, and then go into these slots on the front of the thighs. And then next, you want to flip down the feet and just kind of push them all the way. You want to make sure the shins are also pushing towards like that. And then you can split apart the legs. And there you go. And then next, just bring this all the way back to here. So now he can stand up more properly. So, and because of that, we will also have to stand this camera a little taller. So, yeah. Now, next thing here is they want to do is you want to bring down the lower arms right here, and then flip down the hands, and then next just bring around arms so they go more forward like this, and then move down the biceps here, and then you got the arms pulled down to here. Then next you just want to untab the smokestacks. There's a tab here, and then it goes into that slot. And you'll just want to fold this around and with the hinges, and then just kind of squeeze that right there. And do the same thing right here. And there you go. And then, so then next, you just want to swivel around the abdomen sections. And then you got this right here. And then after that, you just want to bring up this little panel piece right here. And then what you want to do first, though, is you want to open up the chest panels and then kind of push this, and I'll bring up his head. So hey, there you go. And then you want to make sure that's brought up all the way. Then you can flip down this little panel piece back here. And once you got that all completed, there you guys have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, really neat robot mode that they got right here for Prime. Yeah, it's like when I first saw this through the leaks, it's like, okay, this looks kind of interesting, but in hand, it's even neater because you get all the cool like little details and stuff, and it's just really fun to mess with. So yeah, but yeah. Anyways, now for the head sculpting details. Now this is that part I said about with the QC. It's not really any like joints that are all loose or something. It's this, as you can see up here. So yeah, so because of how this guy transforms with his head here, there's unfortunately not a whole lot of clearance when the head pushes down. So unfortunately, it at least probably sadly that probably be the case on everyone's copy unless you're like very very careful. But yeah, scrape the paint off on the top. The his antennas right there, as well as a bit of the forehead, like right there. If you can see that, yeah. It's not too bothersome, but it's like, it's kind of like, maybe I should have been more careful. But again, I don't really see how you could avoid that unless, again, you're very, very careful. But even that, it's just, yeah, it's probably gonna happen to everyone, sadly. But yeah, I wish it didn't happen for everyone, but I'm afraid that's gonna be the case. But besides that, not it's still pretty good. Besides that, and even from a distance, you can barely notice it. So it's not a whole lot, not big deal or anything. So yeah, and you got other paint here. Really like the silver they got here for the chest. Really nice. And you got the windshield stuff going on here. And they even paint like the little arrows here. I really like that. And yeah. And they even painted the kneecaps. That's nice too. And the feet and the back, pretty nice and clean. Unfortunately, it's all gray like back here on the lower legs. But, do I care? No. It's just the back of the figure. And hey, it's still a pretty clean back right here, besides maybe the little wheels here. But even then, it's not too shabby. So, hey, again, pretty good. So yeah, now for the articulation. His head does swivel. It is not a ball joint. It kind of looks like it is, but it's not. It's on a swivel joint, so he can only move his head from side to side. Oh, and his head is he does have light piping for the head, so he can get his eyes to glow around. He's got to find a good flashlight or something, and boom, now his eyes are going. But yeah, he can swivel his head side to side. His shoulders do swivel. They're on a mushroom peg. And then his biceps do move out that far, and then he does have biceps swivel. And then the elbows do bend this much, and he does a ball joint at the wrists. So you can get that there. So you can like kind of swivel it here and then move it in and out. He does have he does have an ab swivel right here, thanks to his transformation. But more realistically, he does have a little bit of a waist rotation. It's not really as much of a waist swivel. It's kind of more like a rotation. I mean, well, it's kind of the same thing, but as you can see, it's pretty limited because like of how this bumps in. If you can see it right there, it kind of like goes to there and then to there. So yeah, it's very limited, sadly, but yeah. Oh yeah, and technically because of also because of transformation, you can sort of give him an ab crunch. So hey, there's that. And yeah, so his legs do move up this far, and then back that far, and then out that far. He does have thigh swivel. He does have a bend at the knee, and his feet do move back and forth, and he has an ankle pivot. So yeah, a lot of articulation. Also, his shoulder panels right here can move as well. So hey. Yeah, really, really good articulation. Better than I was expecting. A little disappointed on the waist swivel, but yeah, again, I can see over it. Because for what this is actually pretty neat, pretty fun to pose around. And I also wish his head was on the ball joint. It looks like for a figure like this, you think it'd be on the ball joint, but it isn't. Yeah, a bit of a bummer, but besides that, really good articulation. So. Yeah, now again, accessories comes with his iron blaster, so you can give him that. And that really completes that Prime look right there. Really, really sweet. Hopefully he still has it in the movie at some point. Please, Hasbro, please put it in. Or Paramount, please, Paramount, just please. Just at one point. I mean, it's kind of dumb though. Like he's got both a hand cannon and the blaster. And if he doesn't have it, then I'll survive. But it'd still be nice to see him, use a bit more action. Because when we saw him having it in the Bumblebee movie, it's like, okay, that was pretty cool. So we get more of that in Rise of the Beast. That'd be even better. So, so yeah. Now, anyways, for the robot mode size comparisons, here he is with Wheeljack. Here he is with Cheetor. And last but not least, here he is with Nightbird. So, there you guys have those comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Rise of the Beasts Voyager class Optimus Prime. And yeah, I gotta say, really, really cool figure. The articulation's very good. The paint's pretty good. It's not the most paint I've seen on the figure, but I will say this though, the details are really good on this guy. And speaking of the paint, yeah, if only they could have done something a little bit better about like the whole head thing, so the paint doesn't scrape on his two antenna things, and then as well as like kind of around the top of his head crest. That would be nice if that were the case, but but it doesn't bother me too much because the paint scrapes, they're not too visible, especially from a distance. So I mean, I don't really care too much. I mean, the most I did was when I first saw that, but besides that, I don't really care. So, but yeah, overall, real fun figure, and the alt mode too is really nice. So, yeah, so pretty good figure. So. Yeah, anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all, R1.